I can do good as well, whatever tad bit that I can do.
It is very necessary to have a very frank counseling.
I think the work that we do, it's very real. You can see that it's sort of answering a very real need.
Inner satisfaction I would get only when I do something which I can start and which I can continue.
Lot of hurdles to cross if you want to sustain yourself in social space.
Every minute is a challenge for us.
My name is Deepak Srinivas. I have about 8 years of experience in investment banking, primarily raising funds through debt and equity structures for a variety of enterprises. In 2005, the Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission was launched, focused on providing consulting and financing assistance to urban local bodies. The investment bank that I was working with decided to focus on this sector and look at opportunities that might emerge out of this initiative taken by the Government of India. I hence decided to lead the practice and find out opportunities, if there are any, of fundraising. That sort of got me thinking and got me excited and wanting to learn more about the sector. That's when I chanced upon microfinance, microinsurance, and a few other budding concepts, really frankly, which were going around in this sector. That said, while I was pretty excited about the opportunity that lay in this sector, but I wasn't sure in what way my skill set would translate in this enterprise, and how my overall experience that I had in investment banking could be fruitfully utilized by these social enterprises. So, and that said, I still was on the borderline of committing my career fully to social enterprise, given that it's still an untested waters for a large group of people who are working in the mainstream sector. Fortunately or unfortunately, when I joined sometime in January 2010. We had the Andhra Pradesh crisis in October 2010, and that sort of kick-started the downtrend of the sector, a sector which was getting significant appreciation, significant financial assistance, both from mainstream. In fact, it had just started attracting mainstream capital. Suddenly went on a downtrend. And that got me thinking again, which is basically, a sector so susceptible to political vagaries, a sector so susceptible to, to a talent outflow, which is again contingent upon how the government reacts to the success of social enterprises. Does that make sense for me to associate full time? Every industry goes through a phase where it reaches a point of stage where it's reached a point of exponential growth, and that's when some sort of restructuring happens. While the core remained the same for most social enterprises focused on providing services, it tried to move away from microcredit and providing other sort of financial services, access to other sort of services which would complement, primarily providing access to credit. So the business models evolved, but when there is an evolution of business model, there is always a point of time where it's still in an experimental stage. People are still grappling with what will work, what will not work. To what extent the sector is supported by various stakeholders. I asked myself, does the government provide tax breaks specific to people who are working in the social sector? The answer is no. To what extent the government commits its resources, financial and human capital, to social enterprises? The answer is limited. We know, what kind of controversies are emerging out of various healthcare schemes, midday schemes, NREGA. And when that happens, a professional wanting to work in the sector is grappled with multiple doubts. I think government should also at that point in time encourage talent, whether it's in the form of tax break, whether it's in the form of providing funding support to educational institutions to have relevant programs. Now there are some people who are extremely committed to the sector, wanting to work in sector like this, and there are others on the borderline like me, who are constantly evaluating options, not because we don't want to be associated with the social sector, but in a sense that there is a need for a professional to grow on a stable career path. So with this kind of uncertainty surrounding the sector, the decision for me lay whether do I want to commit myself to the sector, or do I need to look at a career which is mainstream. But to that extent, I continue to support the sector through a variety of initiatives, which I continue to do so. My long-term vision for myself is to run an educational enterprise focused on providing primary education. I've used the words enterprise deliberately because I believe that it's important for us to understand that social enterprises cannot grow at the pace at which we want them to grow unless there is a professionalism. There are best practices, there is access to capital which is provided to them.